Omniverse.
The Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program contains content that may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised. Visit CthulhuMystery.com and head to Patreon.com/OmniverseMedia to join our community of fans and unlock further secrets. Here we are, folks. The grand finale. Our investigators have searched, and they've squabbled. And now, at long last, they face off against the mystery that they've been chasing. But meanwhile, you've been a part of another scenario altogether. A ritual of giving to help the Transgender Law Center on their quest to create real change in the world so that the most marginalized communities in America can fight back against hate and oppression, building a better, more inclusive world. And you have performed this ritual valiantly.
As Estelle and Anjana would say, love is our strength, love is our blade. And all of you have shown such strength, such tenacity, and given so much. We've met our final milestone in the ritual, and all that remains is the goal, the time when the stars are right. You've made this fundraiser a smashing success, raising the incredible sum of $2,260 for trans rights and trans liberation. That is absolutely incredible. Thank you to our latest donors, Rob, the great and terrible Cthulhu, and Sarah McLaurin, who filled the air with sparkles and stardust and said, "I was too busy over the holidays to participate in the live broadcast, but I'm glad it's not too late to donate." Not the least bit too late, Sarah. Thank you very much. Even though this is the last episode of the Cracked and Crook'd Manse, it's not ever too late to donate. We're leaving this Tiltify campaign up. Head to CthulhuMystery.com/alive to make a donation. Let's see if we can hit our final goal of $2,500. We are only $240 away. And what the heck, if you are still keen to ask Estelle or I a question with a donation, ask away. If any come in after the fact, I'll release an audio update.
As we bring this storyline to a close, we're eager to share some big news for what comes next. This humble radio station and our production team, Omniverse, are independent outfits doing what we can to tell incredible stories. We're not the only ones, of course. All over the world, small audio drama production teams are crafting amazing cinematic tales for your listening enjoyment. Stories so bold, so uncanny, that no big studio would ever dare. Independent artists push mediums and movements ahead. And that is why we are so excited to announce that the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program is teaming up with the most incredible collection of independent audio fiction creators ever assembled. We are joining the Fable and Folly Network.
Yes! The folks who run Fable and Folly are amazing. They are dedicated to the future of independent audio drama, so outlets like ours can survive and thrive in this ever-changing industry. Now, I'm sure you might be wondering, what are the changes for you, our dear listeners? Nothing. Not a thing. Our ragtag band of podcast producers is the same as it ever was, and we're still as reliant on our Patreon support as ever. But with Fable and Folly, we gain access to much-needed resources that can help our tiny outlet grow. We've got a lot of work to do in the new year to bring you more mystery program than ever. We'll talk more about that at the end of the episode, but something you can do to help us right here and now is to take the Fable and Folly survey. Just head to CthulhuMystery.com and click the survey link in our top menu. Complete that survey and you'll get access to a treasure trove of bonus content from the Fable and Folly Network, including 2 very substantial slices of mystery program audio not previously available to the general public. But again, I'll tell you what's in store at the end of the episode.
And now, at long last, we return to the Fitzgerald Manse one last time, as the fate of our investigators teeters on the edge of a knife. Sit back and brace yourselves, because the true nightmare is about to begin.
Do you hear that? In the cruel blackness of night, an unknowable evil from beyond time cries out. What dark deeds unfold on the streets of Arkham? And which unwitting souls, innocent or impure, will succumb to the maddening call? The call of Cthulhu.
Omniverse and Chaosium are proud to present the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program live. Tonight's strange story, The Cracked and Crook'd Manse, Part 6. Chaosium Incorporated is the publisher of high-quality books and games, including the acclaimed Call of Cthulhu Tabletop RPG. Head to Chaosium.com to discover forbidden tomes of eldritch knowledge, so that you and your friends can succumb to the maddening call of investigative horror adventures just like this one. This live production is recorded and produced in Central Florida, Nashville, Tennessee, and Dinwiddie, Virginia, on lands ruthlessly taken from their indigenous people, the Timucua and Seminole, the Yuchi, Shawnee, and Cherokee, and the Chero and Hakka Nottoway, respectively. Acknowledgement of the first people of these lands and the lasting repercussions of colonization is the least we can do. Through awareness, we can prompt discussion, allyship, and ultimately, decolonization. To learn more about the First Nations of the land where you live, visit native-land.ca. Our investigators have read a chilling account of a South American expedition gone wrong. Arthur Cornthwaite discovered an indescribable thing in the rainforest and thought that he left it behind in the green depths of the jungle. And yet, there's something moving in the attic, like water, but moving wrong. And so, the Keeper of Arcane Lore has asked these brave souls to make a sanity roll.
Fuck me running.
82 over 58.
20
Failure.
20 under 51.
Oh my god,
to
success.
Use my reroll. I rolled a 77 against my 70. So
Okay.
from Arceus, thank you very much.
Yeah, if y'all want Hazel to live,
Remember, that's in your hands. That is your power in this game. We all have power in this world, and we choose how we use it. And you could.
I was given a reroll from Zombie Pops. I'm not a player, so I'm gonna give that reroll to the one person who hasn't gotten one yet, and that is Percy.
oh, okay. I thought it was going to be the keeper for a second, and I was like, no.
Oh no, the keeper's got plenty.
Oh,
I'm
no.
The keeper
I'm
has
sitting on
so
two
much
of those bad
power.
boys.
Maybe I won't die tonight.
My first roll was a 77. My reroll was a 78.
Oh.
No.
Aw. Well, okay. So with that, Percy and Silas made their sanity checks. Hazel and Renee did not. Okay. Hazel, you lose 3 points of sanity. Renee, you lose 4 points of sanity.
Oof.
As this rising curtain of liquid, it doesn't just rise along the wall. It begins to push outward, and in the center of it flows freely with nothing containing it out as a snake-like pseudopod just floating unsupported through the air. And it's approaching. Which of you has the least luck?
Oh.
I have
What's everyone's
60.
luck?
55.
I have
45?
60.
Okay. So, Hazel and Renee are utterly stunned by this manifestation of who knows what. When suddenly the pseudopod of yellowy slime lashes out at Renee.
Oh.
But in his utterly shocked state, he stumbles back and isn't grabbed by it or touched at all. The tentacle retreats back into the wall, into the mass of slime. And underneath all of you, in the floor, you can hear the sound of slow flowing liquid. What are you up to next?
The hell is this?
It's bad. It's very, very, very bad. And they canceled the order. They canceled the order for the truck full of salt.
We need more salt.
We need a truck full of salt. We gotta get out of this attic. We gotta get out of here. This is where it seems to be mostly coming from. And
so I look
Hazel grabs the journal and stuffs it in her bag, any other books, and starts limping over towards the.
I look down. Is there any? Can we see water on the ground at all, or do we just hear it?
You can hear it, but you can with your torch you can see amidst the flickering what looks like between the floorboards a shiny moisture underneath them rising.
Do you remember?
No, I just got these shoes.
There was salt on the entrance to the basement. Maybe it's safe down there.
Like that? I don't know.
Let's go.
Out of the attic. We have to get out of the attic.
There was salt around Arthur's bedroom, and he's nowhere to be found. So I'm not betting on it.
Okay. Right. So the lot of you, are you making your way towards the trapdoor to get down?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll jump down on that corpse.
Okay.
Oh God.
As you make your way towards the trapdoor, having emerged from the floor near it, is a pair of these tentacles that have risen up, like pillars of slime near the door.
Wow.
Near the door to the room.
They are, or near the trapdoor rather. They are rhythmically undulating.
Is there a path to the other door?
Indeed, there is. This is a large open attic. You can make your way around past some of the other objects towards the other door, the trapdoor to the hidden room. You all turn around and make your way towards that door.
Yeah.
Yes.
With the quickness.
Just make sure that the door is open at the bottom. I can't get trapped in there. I can't go down in there where it's so small and dark.
We left it open. It's fine. We're good. We go.
Okay. As you proceed to make your way down there, who's leading the way? Renee?
Sure. I've got the machete. I'm very scared.
Well, with it, you all hear the house creaking in a way it's never creaked before. Just this loud, unsettling, booming creak through the entirety of the house, and you can actually feel the attic shift a little bit underfoot. And you make your way towards the trap door, prying it open, and make your way down. Renee, as you are making your way down into this crawl space, you can see that this crawl space is flexing. The walls are bending and creaking, and that door that was the fake fireplace is actually slowly shutting itself again.
Oh.
Make a dex check.
No. Oh, no. Oh, thank goodness. 71 against my 75.
Okay. You dive. You hadn't really gotten a good look at the corpse before, but now you have an up close and personal look at it as you dive onto this corpse. Make a sanity roll as it stares you with dead, lidless eye sockets just staring at you.
It's a 7 against my 66.
1 point of sanity. With a start, you manage to reach your hand out nonetheless and stop the door from closing. As everyone else begins to pile down after you, the lot of you pile back into the guest bedroom. Where are you going from here?
Slam that door closed first. We close that fireplace.
No salt in here.
Hazel, salt in your bag.
Yeah, I've got salt. Is there? But we just have to keep going. We have to keep going. We have to go past. There's not enough salt right now. We need to get out of this room. We need to get further out of the house and
try the front door. Do we think it's open?
Let's go. Let's get out of here. We know what happened. We know what we have to do.
Let's go.
Okay. So the lot of you, you quickly rush out, trying to make your way out of the the small side room into the large open hallway. As you make your way out into this central area, into the central hall, you can hear this pulsing sound of liquid flowing, and everyone make a sanity check.
It's a sanity check for once.
That is a 33 under 51.
14 under 42.
77 again. Over 65. I'm throwing those dice away.
Damn, sir.
Okay. So is it again Hazel and Renee failed their test?
I passed this time.
Just Renee.
Just Renee.
is failed.
Okay. Okay. Renee, you are going to lose 14 points of sanity to what you're about to see.
Oh no!
And
Oh no! Chad, help him out!
Come on, Chad. You have power in this game, and you need to stop using it to help the keeper.
Bunch
You're
of
spotting.
sadists in chat.
Give us a fighting chance, will you?
I'm about to describe what happens, but kind of what everyone else sees, I'll get to in a moment. Everyone else who succeeded on the roll, you lose 2 points of sanity. But Renee, basically all of you make your way out towards the first floor as you come around the corner, and the entire first floor has filled to about a depth of 4 feet with sickly yellow undulating goo.
Oh, God.
Renee, the only answer in this situation, you realize this entire group has been ruled by cowardice, unwilling to face the dangers ahead of them. And a red mist descends over you. Violence will carry you to victory.
Oh no!
God damn it.
Speaking of which,
So glad I gave you that machete.
Good thing he has a machete. Oh, there we go.
Everybody say thank you, Hazel.
and yes, with it, this undulating slime, you can see it creeping up the walls. And Renee, what are you doing?
This slime it will not get me. It may get everyone else, but it will not get me. I dash to the walls near the stairs and I start hacking at it with the machete. And just you filthy, you stain on reality.
So Renee rushes to the area near the stairs, hacking as it climbs up and begins to ooze its way around and onto the second floor landing in certain places where the pseudopods have kind of reached up that high.
Renee,
he is
what are you
hacking
doing?
madly at them,
Renee,
driving
no!
into the floor with a wooden thunk after wooden thunk after wooden thunk. Silas, what are you doing?
So we're on the second floor, and they're about to get to it with like the goo and the whatnot. Is there a window?
There are to your left is the front of the house, and there are a pair of large windows they're not boarded up, but they are shuttered, and the shutters are locked.
Are they windows that lead out to like balconies, like on these second floors, or are they windows that lead like to straight drops?
With it from when you came in, this led to a straight drop.
Fuck. Well, as far as I can see, we have about 2 options. Into the goo or out the window. What are our thoughts, ladies and gents?
Out the window, let's go!
Let's go! Renee, are you coming? Are you?
Renee!
What's the move?
The cowardice would leave now. We can beat it. We can kill it.
You think this thing has already killed like 2 people?
It's killed a lot more than 2 people. It killed an entire expedition of highly trained explorers.
You listen to him. He has sense.
I'm 130
Hazel.
pounds soaking wet. I'm out the window. Let's fucking.
So the shutters are like bolted and locked on the windows, right?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, they are.
Okay, I'm going to take a deep breath, look at the shutters, and I make an incant to blast the shutters open. Kanat kuat fatahat al taruk. As she throws her hands forward and a huge gust of force blasts off towards the shutters.
As Hazel chants, all of you who are nearby, Silas and Percy, you can taste the electricity of the words in your mouths. And just as suddenly as she starts chanting, she stops, and this rippling wave of force emerges from her hands. How many points of magic are you putting into this?
I'll put 10.
Okay. Hazel loses 3 points of sanity, and this rippling wave of force expands far beyond her, merely the space in front of her, blowing out about 40 feet of the front wall of the house, sending it hurtling out into the garden and into the driveway, chunks of it landing in the decorative fountain out front. And sunlight is shining into the place, and the entire house is making very unhealthy creaks now.
I think it's time we made our exit. Let's go, Renee. It's now or never, bud.
Yeah.
Percy, what are you up to?
I want to try to pull Renee towards the opening.
Okay, so Percy turns back, makes his way back towards Renee, trying to pull him from his valiant struggle, chopping away at the ground as these pseudopods and tentacles begin to reach up around him. As a side note, Hazel, you've lost 3 sanity casting the spell. As Renee is being tugged away from the stairs, several pseudopods lift themselves up out of the mire below and begin to lash out at Percy and Renee. Percy and Renee, make either a dodge check or a brawl check. Renee, you can only make a brawl check because you're not running.
Understood.
Oh,
bad.
Where's my brawl?
So close. 27 against my 25.
Okay.
Oh,
Percy.
critical success! It's a 4 out of 25.
King.
Okay, so several of these tentacles lash out at Percy as he deftly steps back out of their range. Although Renee is not so lucky, as Renee makes no attempt to avoid them. He merely leans in, chopping with his machete. And with that, several of these pseudopods lash around him, and one of them covering his head in its entirety.
Oh.
Renee, make a strength check.
Oh, good.
Oh, God.
Skill.
Oh, come on, chat!
Come on, chat.
Come
may
on,
I remind
chat.
you once again that donating to this worthy cause
In the arms of the angels!
And I would like to remind our dear Renee that you have a "'tis but a scratch." I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that'll help reduce some of the damage that he takes, which means he'll be, alive to feel it for longer.
Our darling chat could do
The world's
so
favorite
much.
Frenchman is about to eat it. Here we go.
Oh no!
41 against 35.
Okay, so with that, this thing has you utterly incapacitated, and the tentacles are just covering you in this yellow, musky, fungal slime. With that, you are unable to pull yourself free as you impotently thrash against them as they just more and more of the slime pours onto you. Silas, you're near the exit, the massive hole that's been blown in the front of the second story with Hazel.
There's a moment of hesitation of, that's my friend. But, Percy, it's now or never. What's the plan? I'm headed out. Are you coming with, or are you staying here to die? Thoughts?
Fuck! I run out the window.
Okay. Are the three of you...
I was just say, I turn and I kind of... It's been nice knowing you, Renee. Wish it could have ended better. And I'm out the window.
Renee, make a Constitution check.
Hazel's not going out the window.
Girl!
100.
Awesome.
God damn!
Silas, make a Sanity check.
Shit.
Oh no.
That right there. That's the 60 over 49.
Okay.
I hate it
well,
here.
You lose another 4 points of sanity. And the others are preparing to leap off. You turn back to look at your friend Renee, and what you see is the tentacles wrapped around him, this slime. You see his mouth forced open, and the tentacle or slime or whatever it is seems to be pouring into him. You can actually see his chest bulging as blood begins to pour out of his nose and mouth. Hazel and Percy, meanwhile, go ahead and make a jump check.
I wasn't gonna jump out, but if that happens to Renee...
I said I was jumping, and Hazel said she wasn't.
Oh, okay. Percy and Silas make the jump.
No way, 92. I don't even know what my jump is. No way.
Oh no.
That's a 32.
Yeah, it's a 20.
Okay.
I made the jump, just barely.
Okay, Silas nimbly, with his dancer's grace, leaps to the ground below, unharmed.
Yes.
Percy lands ugly. Do you wanna push the roll and risk even worse injury, or spend luck points?
Ooh,
Zombie
zombie pops. I'm gonna use that luck. Thank you.
Okay.
9.
Okay. So Percy looks like he's about to land really hard and unpleasantly. But the last second, tucks into a roll and springs up, surprisingly sprightly for someone as stiffly dressed as he is. Meanwhile, up top, Hazel. Are you looking back to the fate of Renee?
Yeah, Hazel dumps the remainder of the salt into her hands and casts her spell one more time, trying to blast the salt at the tentacles that have taken over Renee. This is what she's here to stop. This is what she's here to do.
Okay, just kind of back towards the rear of the house.
She's trying to use the force to blow the salt in a, scattershot pattern, like at the tentacle that's got Renee.
Oh, specifically at Renee's. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she throws her hands out. Aquam bita wit quat bata hat ataruk. And
Not the mood lighting.
I'll put. Oh no! Don't put. The remaining 5 points of magic that she. Can you also? You can add sanity points to your magic pool.
No, typically not. But if you want to make a Cthulhu Mythos roll, I'll let you augment this spell.
Let's see what we got.
While she's making that roll, I'm once again reminding you have the power to save our favorite Frenchman. It is in your hands.
I do have one question. I do have a spare roll over from a health bonus. Would that do anything in this situation?
Well, in this case, what's happened to you is you've taken 7 points of damage as this has poured in, and it's just beginning to fill your interior and try to burst your chest cavity out. What the it's but a scratch is. It's bad, but it's not quite as bad as it looks from the outside. You get 3 of those hit points back, so you're still down 4 hit points.
That is a 13 under 14 on my mythos roll.
Okay. Okay.
I am down to 1 hit point.
Hazel, are you holding any of your magic back?
No, this is a last-ditch effort to try and just, free him from the confines of this tentacle and drag his ass out the window.
Okay. Well, I mean, you probably are gonna want to keep at least 1 back to remain conscious. Is basically.
Yeah, we'll keep enough to be there, but it's most of what she's got.
Okay. So with that, you let out another incantation and a final blast, leaving yourself drained. You drop to a knee, heaving in pain as this salt-infused blast tears at the tentacles that are covering Renee, causing them to boil into a dark black smoke in all directions as Renee is sent hurtling back against the wall, unconscious but alive.
I shout up to Hazel, "Come on, lady, let's go!"
I got Renee loose, but I don't know if I can drag him out the window.
Well,
she starts desperately clutching at Renee and trying. Come on, wake up! You can do this. Come on, wake up! We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. Come on, Renee.
Okay. If you're gonna try to wake him up, go ahead and make a first aid roll.
17 under 25. Is that my first aid?
Okay.
Come on, chat. You want this Frenchman to live?
Come on, chat. Come on.
17. Oh no, that's a hard success. 17 under 50. I forgot. She's a Girl Scout.
Hell yeah!
Lord Jesus, give me a jet plane. I mean, give me a Frenchman.
Not sponsored by the Girl Scouts.
You reach through your bag, find yourself a nice little morphine syringe and some smelling salts, and bring him to consciousness again. And Renee, your eyes flicker open. You are not in good shape. You get 1 hit point back, but yeah, you can just taste. It just tastes like fungal rot and your own blood.
Am I still completely insane?
You're barely able to breathe. Go ahead and make another sanity roll, both of you. There's one last horror.
Chat, you could help them out so much. It's for the low price of helping out
Please.
An amazing organization that's changing lives in the real world.
@1 critical success.
Hey. Renee, how'd you do on your sanity check?
83.
Awesome.
Or 51.
Okay.
God damn it.
So, Renee, Hazel is trying to pull you towards the exit at the front of the house that she blasted open so recently. As you make your way there, you can actually see the floor above, the attic, bowing down up there as the house is beginning to collapse from having had so much structural damage done to it. But Hazel, as you're looking forward, Renee is looking back behind you, and Renee, what you see is the mass, the bulk of this slime oozing itself up onto the second floor, and what you catch in the light from outside is 2 figures contained within. One is the broken and twisted body of the sheriff from before, his face in a mask of terror, unmoving within, as you can see his body stretching and pulsing within the mass itself. And a little further off to the side behind him, you see the corroded body of an older man dressed in a bathrobe, equally as broken, looking perhaps even boneless within. And their floating bodies are you can see even now dissolving more and more. And with that, You lose another 4 points of sanity.
It has not been Renee's favorite day.
Hazel, you make your way to the to the front of the house. What are you doing? You're carrying Renee in tow.
I'm like, I'm limping, half dragging, like just struggling to get to the opening where I fully intend to fling myself out of this house.
I grab Percy and we gotta catch him. We gotta try.
You had the same idea. Let's try like a fireman catch. Like we like link our arms.
Okay, we do that. Throw him down.
Phil and Renee, make a jump check.
Oh no.
Percy and Silas, make a listen check.
Fuck.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
What am I losing? 40 under 45.
Okay.
Silas. 25 over 20.
Okay, so Renee's failed his jump. You can spend 5 points of luck to make that.
Oh,
even without.
then I will do that.
Okay.
And we have a bonus to Renee.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you, chat.
Courtesy of an angel who wishes to remain anonymous.
So,
the arms of an angel.
Does Hazel make her jump?
No, Hazel got a 99 over 20.
God.
Okay. So, Silas, you see, you hear first, as you're working with Percy to prepare to catch them as they come down. You hear the straining sound of wood, and it's coming from the front door, and you can see slick yellow slime pouring out
Luke, no.
from underneath the door.
No. Luke, no.
So, as Hazel jumps down, are the two of you going to stand there to catch her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Renee, you
Don't
managed.
say it like that.
You managed to leap down to safety. Hazel, you leap down, and fortunately, you were caught by Silas and Percy before you have a nasty fall and injure yourself more. But which of the three of you remaining has the lowest luck?
I have a 60.
55.
Now that she's down there, you have caught Hazel, and you have her, and then a tentacle lashes out from beneath this oozing at the front door, and wraps around Hazel's head, trying to pull her from the two of you back towards the house as the front door is slowly opening and a wall of slime is emerging from it.
I pull my switchblade. Can I cut it?
Make a brawl check.
Is there any salt left in the salt shaker that she had?
Unfortunately not. She used it all to save Renee.
That's a 17 under 25, folks. That's a 17 under 25.
So you're cutting at this thing, and it's like trying to cut through through a mass of Jello, a mass of jam. It's just pure slime, and you're cutting frantically on it, but it keeps flowing back together as you run your blade through it. Percy, what are you up to?
I'm gonna try to, like, if I see this tentacle kind of separate from itself a little bit, I want to try to pull her back.
Make a strength roll.
Come on, King. Come on, Shad. Don't you wanna help a boy out? Don't you wanna help a lad? Save a lady?
95.
God damn.
Let me look at my strength.
Percy is pulling as best he can. Hazel, go ahead and make a strength check of your own.
Can I push it? Can I push it with my luck?
Yeah, you can. There are unforeseen consequences if you fail this pushed roll, though.
Fucking surprisingly, 27 under 35.
Hell yeah.
Strength check.
Hell yeah, queen.
Willpower, baby.
Renee would like to just run at her and latch on and help pull as hard as he can.
Okay. So, Renee, go ahead and make a strength check as well then.
Okay. 21 against 35.
We're in the home stretch here, folks.
And with the three of you tugging, Silas trying to chop away at the tentacle with his blade, you're able to pull Hazel away from it as chunks of her hair are pulled free in the thing, and the four of you go crashing to the ground in the driveway as the mass begins to flow slowly in your direction.
Oh,
What are the four of you doing?
Run.
I'm up. I'm scrambling.
Run
I'm
now.
pulling Hazel. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm running. I am gone.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm-
God.
Pulling Renee with me.
Stumbling along, he's trying to keep up.
As you all flee towards the front of the property, towards the old metal
car.
gates.
I'm running for Percy's car. Get the keys. Get the keys.
They're already in my hand.
Sure enough, you're all able to load up into Percy's car if you'd like, or Hazel as well has her own
Hazel,
method
baby,
of
fuck
conveyance.
That car. Fuck that car.
Hazel can barely walk at this point.
We're in the car.
Hazel's getting dumped in a back seat, I think.
I'm shotgun. I'm just go. I'm like hitting the. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm turning the key in the ignition.
Okay, everyone piles into Percy's car and drives off into the setting sun away from the house. And with that, I suppose we will draw our story to a close. Perhaps
We
in
made
the time after this, Hazel makes a return with that dump truck full of salt. Perhaps not.
Oh, I feel that it's very strongly we need to have player discussions about epilogues right here. If we're putting a bow on this, I mean, yes, it is exactly the perfect time to wrap it chronologically speaking. But you can't leave me hanging like that, and you certainly can't leave the chat hanging. We got viewers here. We need to know. I mean, like, okay, so you're all. I'm the keeper now. You're all in the car.
Okay. All right. Silas is in the car.
Where are you going? What's the conversations that are happening? How the hell are you going to rationalize what you've done and what comes next?
We have to
Hazel,
get back to. We have to get back. We have to get the salt.
honey.
And then we have to burn it all down.
Hey, love of my life, honey. What the fuck? What
was that?
What the fuck was that?
What was that?
You were gonna tell anybody that was like a thing?
Was that the thing? Was that the
I
thing?
didn't know that was a thing that was gonna happen. I didn't know.
Renee,
I didn't know there would be anything like that.
How are you? Hospital? Is there a hospital in town? Doctor, something.
No, there's no hospital in Ghent. We need to go back to Arkham. We don't want to go to a hospital.
We're going to Arkham. We're not getting out of this car.
I don't know where Arkham is. Where's Arkham?
Hazel, directions, something?
It's not
Small
following
city
us,
up the
is it?
road on the coast of Massachusetts.
Is
but,
it following us?
I'm
Boston,
keeping an eye on
yes.
the rear view.
Oh, thank God.
We need to stop and make a phone call first.
Absolutely not.
We have to get this. We have to get the truck salt.
Percy, this is a really nice car.
Thank you. I paid a lot of money for it.
Silas just starts laughing.
plus 5 luck.
Don't even worry about bleeding on the seats. I don't even give a shit about that right now.
So, I'm thinking dinner on the Dodge Brothers. Does that sound good to y'all?
Yeah, those some shitty fucking lawyers.
I'm thinking we call back to the Dodge Brothers, and we get sweet Miss Hazel. Maybe threaten a little bit of a lawsuit.
We need.
I think that.
Salt.
I think
We need more
that's
salt.
We're gonna get salt. Don't worry, sweet. We're gonna get so much salt. Oh my God.
And fire.
This is gonna make a. You know what? This could make a
Salt
great
first.
musical.
Salt first, and then burn. Don't put a play on about this. Don't tell anyone about this. We have to keep this amongst ourselves. We have to put
Well,
salt,
think of it this way,
and then we
think
have
of it
to
this way.
burn the whole place down. Salt
We
and
make
burn
it
the
nice
earth
and
behind
fictional.
us. We can
We
make
add
it
a
look
few-
like an accident.
We had a few tap numbers in, royalties, of course, to all of you for writers' fees. Many thoughts to consider, many things to ponder.
I left
Look.
my clarinet back at the house.
I will get you another one.
I will buy you another clarinet. I will buy
So-
I will buy you the
Coming soon to Broadway, the Cracked and Crook'd Manse, a musical station. Thrill and chill as undulating slime makes Silas Merriweather dance his heart out.
Front row tickets to all three of you.
I love it.
I
I
just
get to
wanted
see
to
the
say
show that I'm in.
I'm sorry for being such an ass all the time.
You know
Especially to you, Hazel.
what? With an ass like that,
Well,
that's okay.
oh my. Well, I'm glad you two are in the front seat.
We just filled you from a house. Let's relax. Okay, you're fine.
Yeah, let's do that.
Will our intrepid investigators destroy this horrendous and horrific monster? Will they follow the clues back to its source? Or will they never speak of this again, letting the next hapless investigator stumble into peril? Well, we may never know. Or maybe we will. Maybe next time. Who can say? Write in omnivox@omniverse.media. Let us know if you want to see more. Will there be a sequel? It's up to you.
Feel free to tweet me your Silas headcanons. I'd love them.
Yes.
Gimme.
love
I
it.
love to be
I
perceived.
love it.
Yes. Love them.
As everybody
Does chat
recklessly-
know? Does chat know they're only like $40 away from the next giveaway?
Chat no.
Chat. I'm trying to help you out. You help me. I'm trying to help you. You're like $42 away.
Think
from
about
the
it.
book giveaway.
Are we going into overtime if we get the last $42 where we...
I mean, we could have a
Guys,
nice
go
little
back to the
wrap-up
Dodge place.
conversation. No.
There could be a nice
Let's have a nice
dinner.
little wrap-up. Let's have a nice dinner. We get shawarma.
We're
shawarma.
here. We're here for a good cause. So we'll do whatever they want us to do. If their money's good, so are we.
I'll do a nice little Charleston. You know, I'll whip out the moves, some Silas moves.
Yes.
Run
I mean,
over.
I am a trained dancer. I don't know how great. I don't know how forgiving this carpet would be.
Until
got
the players are begging me to stop.
Yeah.
I was a swing dancer back in the day, so.
Oh, me! I took a year of ballroom dance, learned a little swing.
Ooh, very nice.
When you know
We
things
get-
are a little.
To 1,666 for that next book drop. Also, if Sawyer, if your camera's accommodating, could we get a Charleston to go with that? Or do you think we
Of
can?
course, I could get I'll do you one better. A Charleston with a song accompanied. I got you.
Ayo.
I myself.
Love it.
Song and dance.
I song and dance. I got you.
Let's decompress a little bit. How is everybody feeling out of character?
I'm feeling great.
That was so much fun. That was awesome.
My heart
Very
rate is
nice.
finally settling.
Oh my god. I love it. You're all so amazing. I'm so
We did
glad I
it.
got to play with
We
you.
did it.
It's crazy none of you died. Like, it really is. Like, that
Yeah,
was
real
so
close.
close.
We're all close.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was. Whew.
I don't think I've personally ever borne witness to a situation that was that terrible, that's where someone actually lived. Like, that's remarkable. Well done.
That's all up to Miss Hazel Martin right there. She's like, I'll be
Mhm.
damned
That's
if
true.
I'm leaving
Yeah,
Renee.
MVP,
And the chat.
honestly.
Silas and Percy are like, it's good knowing
Chat's
you.
definitely the MVP on
Yeah.
this.
This is a
MVP.
shout out to the chat, our lovely, lovely viewers. Thank you so much for keeping us afloat tonight and
Okay.
for donating to this wonderful cause.
Someone sarcastically, I assume, has donated so that we have not hit the goal yet. We are at $1,165.69.
I'm gonna start readying my setup for Charleston.
look,
So
I-
this-
This came with the message: everyone get some sleep. Oh, and Evan has just donated saying, "Sing
Yay!
pretty please." So we are now at $1,685.69. There's a book drop going on, and we're gonna get us a
Yeah.
song and dance.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I'm so excited.
I'm going. Hold on. I take my headphones off so I won't be able to hear y'all, but I'm configuring the room. Give me 1 second.
Oh my gosh. I was so, okay. I'm very excited because when we all got together and it was, mentioned that Silas was going to be like a dancer, I was like, Cthulhu game with a dance break. So this makes me so happy. Yes.
So Does anybody have any questions about like what transpired here? There were a lot of you went through a lot. A lot was thrown at you.
Was the basement instant death if we made it there?
Oh yeah, I want to know what's in the basement.
It depends. It depends.
You're not gonna be able to see my feet or my face. Is that okay? Wait a minute.
we do what you got to do, Sawyer.
We got
whatever you can do. Yeah.
We're sure gonna give it a shot. Let's hear our song.
This is a creature that moves, so.
Two eyes of blue, but oh, what those 5 feet can do. Has anybody seen a gal? Turned up nose, turned down hose, flapper, yes sir. One of those. Has anybody seen my gal? Thoughts?
Yes! Yes!
That was a routine from my musical theater history of dance class.
I love it.
Okay, well,
So good.
Excellent. Thank you so much
Thank you,
for
Sawyer.
gracing us with that, Sawyer.
Thank you, chat, for making it happen.
Yes, thank you, chat!
We got a lot of people to thank.
If you want to hear
Now,
more
I
about song and
suppose-
dance, follow me on Twitter.
To give some closure to this story, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
with
in
it,
the basement?
I presume at the end of this, then there's a frantic drive with Percy making your way back to the Dodge brothers as the three of them are closing up shop for the day. They all are shocked and appalled at your disheveled state, but eventually you're able to convince them all to acquire that strange truck full of salt, which had already been put in for a express request. And actually, before midnight that night, you've already had it delivered to the site, where the next morning, as the lot of you wait atop this mountain of salt, you can hear the sound, although you can't see it, of the creature, the entity, slithering out from somewhere in the yard back down into the basement. And with that, you pull the lever on the truck, dumping the mountain of salt into the house. And for a moment, it seems like perhaps this was all a dream, nothing but a severely damaged house with its front door blown out. But then the smoke starts up, and the sizzling noise that grows louder and louder as the house itself begins to shudder and shake, and you can see pseudopods of slime lifting themselves up, crashing madly, baying the house to waste, hurling chunks of the house everywhere as burning and salt and smoke fly in all directions, leaving the place a tattered, destroyed wreck, a smoking hole in the ground with discolored chunks of wood hanging up at odd angles. And then everything is silent. Nothing but the sounds of birds in the distance and your own breaths. Then, realizing it's all over, you hear an inquiring voice behind you, back at the gate. There's an old man standing there, looking kind of confused, but not like he's too concerned about it. He says, "Y'all folks want to buy a Bible?"
Oh my god. I
We
love
did
it.
it. We did it.
Wow. Okay, you did it.
Oh,
You saved the
man.
day.
Thank you, chat, for giving us that epilogue.
Yes, chat.
You-
You're
Thank you,
incredible.
chat. I'm so
Incredible.
A very, very incredible, because oh wow, we have a last minute donation, so it's pushed us.
Killing
we
it.
are at $1,700.69.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you all
Excellent.
so much for giving all this. That last one came from Garrier. We also had Evan, Sarah loves you, surprise, surprise, it was Colin that gave Renee the last boo.
We love you, Colin. Thank you.
Director. Naked Bacon says, keep fighting the good fight. There's, of course, Zombie Pops. Tord Skoog said, oh, those wacky cultists, they really get my goat.
Don't they just?
Anonymous said, more later, this is for kicks, and what they did with their donation of $13 was they pushed us to $1,469.69.
Yeah.
And shout out again to the rest of the folks who donated tonight. Jake, Catosaurus Rex, Bradley Russell, Commander Jesse, Evan Tess Murray, Tamara, Severely Trans, and 4 generous and kind anonymous people.
Yay!
Thank you so much. So we also had a bunch of winners that happened in the chat. Garrier, who said bravo in this last donation, won a PDF. SafetyBot also won a PDF, and Jake Flawless won a physical book giveaway. Of course, we still probably have physical books. I don't know. Is the giveaway in the chat still running? Where are we with that? It's currently happening now. So if you're in the chat, pay attention. Do what you got to do. Get yourself a copy of Mansions of Madness. It is an exquisite book, 224 pages, full color, 5 scenarios.
And I think a couple of the scenarios are like brand new ones. Even if you had like the old version from the 90s, this book's actually different than the original one.
Yeah, it is much enhanced. Now, some things you should know about. Namely, in order to make this production happen, we ran a version of this already. Myself and Luke and Brandon, who played Father Grandfather, and Colin, and Jared Pope, who does the amazing art for a lot of our Cthulhu work and made these cool frames that you're seeing all of us in right now. We got together and we ran our own very, very different version of this game. So if you'd like to hear that, you should head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/omniversemedia. In the weeks to come, we will be posting that session in installments. That is for patrons only, along with a lot of other cool exclusive bonus content, including an entire series of Cthulhu that is someday going to be turned into a full-fledged audio drama, but it's in post-production right now. Also, shout out to another a well-known anonymous user who says, I still hate fun, and donated $1.31 so that we no longer have 69 cents to our name. We are at $1,702. Thank you very much for your generosity and rapier wit. Thanks so much for supporting TLC. It really means a lot. We're excited to be able to come to them with this offering. It's all thanks to you fine folks. This is our first time doing this, and it really means a lot that everybody tuned in. Series 3 of the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program is coming early next year, alongside a crowdfunding campaign to help us do post-production for Series 4, 5, and 6, which are all recorded. There's also plenty else in store for the future of the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program, and thank you so much for being a part of this. Folks, before we cash out, any thoughts or things you'd like to plug about your current work or anything like that?
I have a plug, sure. I am hosting a streaming nerdy burlesque show. It's going to be cartoon themed. And it will also be available on demand at rubyshowtix.com.
Is that Tix with an X?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
And please come see it. I learned how to edit video for this.
I'm so proud of you.
Nice.
You can find me on Twitter at QueerElfClub with the underscores. You can find me on TikTok with the same username without the underscores if you'd like to see me do more cosplay, more singing, more of that. You can find my voice on This Planet Needs a Name, Hughes Makes Ghost Detectives, Light Hearts, and many other podcasts. And most recently, Cassie and the Spectral Shade, a podcast musical that I'm playing a lead in.
Ooh, awesome.
Do you have an elevator pitch for that one?
There's a lot going on. Basically, music is the key to everything, including to another dimension. And a group of school kids are finding their way in and out of it.
So
awesome.
Cool.
That sounds cool.
As for me, you can find my voice on many podcasts on Omniverse Media, which would be the Ghostbusters Resurrection podcast, the RPG from Scratch podcast that I host, as well as Leyliners. But you can find me at patreon.com/RPG from Scratch. And we're on Twitter at Homebrew Hombres.
Caleb, I guess that's your musical sting.
Yeah, you can find my voice on many podcasts as well, audio dramas mostly, all exclusively. You can find me on Jim Robbie and the Wanderers, Valence, In Between. That's it. That's all I got.
Cool. Well, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for new installments of the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program. Stay fighting for trans liberation. And congratulations to Severely Trans, who won a copy of Mansions of Madness.
All right.
Nice
Well done.
job. Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, all right, folks. You are such an amazing cast. Sawyer, Caleb, Dottie, Josh, thanks so much for being here and doing this. This has been an incredible journey. I'm so glad we got to do this crazy thing with you. This has been so much fun.
It was a blast.
Once again, head to the Patreon for Omniverse, patreon.com/Omniverse Media. That supports what we do. It helps offset production costs. It helps keep us alive, keep the light on in this studio space and everything else. And we actually made some custom expansions for this module for Cracked and Crook'd Manse. Some of the stuff, the handouts that you folks got, were not with the book. We made them ourselves. And if you like them, you can find them on Patreon.
Heck yeah. I'm just watching this donation war of putting it back at a round number and at 69 cents happening.
Keep fighting the good fight.
And I live for it.
Yeah, something has happened. Oh, wow. Okay, holy smokes. Okay, so 3 additional anonymous donations. Someone gave $1.69 and said, sorry, it's too easy. And then I assume the person who hates fun said, oh, no, you don't.
I love it.
The total back out to $1,705.
Yes. Best chat is best.
Ridiculous. I love it.
You're amazing.
Love
You're
it.
amazing.
Lovely chat.
Majestic.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting Trans Liberation, the Transgender Law Center. We will see you very, very soon. Stay tuned at Cthulhu Mystery on all our socials, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.
Thank you, once again, to all our donors who have given so generously to the Transgender Law Center, both during the live show and alongside our podcast releases. We are so grateful to you for making this event a success. And if you'd still like to join in, remember, we are still taking donations at CthulhuMystery.com/live. Now, Kat, I believe you said that we've got some things to talk about.
Oh, plenty. So, when I said in the recording that you just heard that the Call of Cthulhu Series 3 was coming early next year, I was, of course, referring to 2021. The live show was recorded in November of 2020. So that means that, yes, the Call of Cthulhu Series 3, Night at Howling House, will finally come out this year, sooner than later. And, alongside it, we'll be running a crowdfunding campaign to help us produce Series 4, Series 5, Series 6, and beyond. We have all the principal recording done for those 3 series, but we'll need your help to be able to afford post-production. In the event of a successful crowdfunding campaign, we'll be churning out more mystery program than ever before, faster than ever before. In fact, depending on how things go, you could even help us create a fully produced audio drama version of the Cracked and Crook'd Manse. You've heard this audio captured direct from the stream. It's rough around the edges, but we also asked our cast to record their own crisp, clean audio. So, we've got the means to embiggen and enhance this tale to the fullest mystery program extent.
To make sure you're up to date on the latest, be sure you're subscribed to this podcast feed on your favorite podcast player, and that you're following at Cthulhu Mystery at Twitter or Facebook to be aware of the latest happenings. Or, you could go a step further and support us on Patreon at patreon.com/omniversemedia. Our supporters are always up on what we're working on, in addition to getting behind-the-scenes content and exclusive series.
If you'd like a little taste of what awaits you there, we've got a sort of sample kit for you. Head on over to CthulhuMystery.com and click the survey button in our top menu to fill out the Fable and Folly survey. Like I mentioned before, filling it out gives you access to 2 full-length Cthulhu exclusives. And what they are is a prequel episode of our behind-the-scenes show, Cthulhu Cathomentary, which explores the origins of how Mystery Program got started, and the first episode of the Cracked and Crook'd test run, a completely different version of this scenario, played by a completely different cast.
Both of those series continue on Patreon, and we'd like to give a shout-out to some of our newest patrons who've joined in the last couple months: Anders Kirk, Stefana Nundi, Caitlin Keenan, and Chirpy. Welcome. Another way to connect with us is via the Omniverse Discord server, which you can access at omniverse.media/discord.
Yes, please do come hang out with us there. It's an active community filled with wonderful people, including the cast and crews of our shows. A really wide variety of discussions happens there, and if you're curious what kinds of things I'm looking at for inspiration for future series of Mystery Program, I often post things in the Cthulhu channel that are part of my writing process, like scenes from Charlie Chaplin movies, poems about Sekhmet, or obscure music, and other eclectic items. Also, we host events from time to time. Coming up later this month, we're doing a gathering of our LGBTQIA+ community in our Rainbow Road channel. So if any of that sounds exciting to you, head on over to omniverse.media/discord to join up.
Thank you, friends, for coming with us on this very different journey into horror and hilarity. Thank you for supporting the Transgender Law Center. Thank you for listening. We'll see you again very soon with an all-new series of the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program in a time not too far from now, in a town called Arkham, in a dilapidated house filled with the screams of children. See you next time. Thanks for listening to the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program. This production of the Cracked and Crook'd Manse is performed by Keeper Luke Stram, Kat Blackard, Caleb Del Rio, Sawyer Greene, Joshua LaForge, and Dottie Vox, based on a scenario from Mansions of Madness, written by Stuart Boone, Sean DeWolf, Gavin Inglis, Christopher Lackey, and Mark Morrison, published by Chaosium Incorporated. Find the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program's award-winning audio drama series on your favorite podcast platform or at CthulhuMystery.com. This is an Omniverse production. It's produced by Catherine Blackard, Colin Peterson, and John Sebastian Laval. Colin Peterson is the project lead, director, and live stream producer. Sound was by John Sebastian Laval. The original score is composed and performed by Ryan McQuinn and Mike McQuinn of Neon Dolphin. Home for all your custom music needs and more, NeonDolphinMusic.com. Special thanks to our Patreon producers, Ben Honk, Nathan Crow, Sean Hutchinson, Zombie Pops, Hoodoo Voodoo, Sean T. Red, Josh King, Patrick Webster, and David Van Pelt. Our executive producers, Big Bad Shadow Man, Jason O'Keefe, Marcus Larson, Aaron Ramsey, and Jamie Lalone. And James Nicola and the Arkham Paranormal Research Society. This program is made possible by the support of listeners like you. Head to patreon.com/omniversemedia to join our community of fans and unlock further secrets. All characters appearing are fictitious, and any resemblance to persons living or dead is purely coincidental. This has been the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program. Good night.
Omniverse.